Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Jokibitis. His three-pointers off the mark. The three ball. Hits the three-point bomb.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Pass to Hoare. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Smailagic. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Six on the shot clock. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Lloyd. From the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot. And so here's the home team. And so just over a minute and a half played. Fires for three. The offensive rebound. Here's Hoare. Pass to Lloyd. Puts up a deep three. Doesn't go for him.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Great look, but off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And he drives in. The shot is good off the backboard. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The three. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Basket good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
No one covering. He's got 8.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Jokic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Brosdakis. To the wing right side. They set the pick.
Away team foul. Number 9. First personal foul. First team foul.
Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. Will not drop. He's shooting 3 for 8 and not happy about it. To the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Got a piece of it, and they recover it. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. They lead by 2. And back with the start of... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
In the corner, Randolph with it. Covered by Mitchell. From outside the arc. Nice defense from Holtz. Here's Servetus. And a miss there on the triple. Covered by Mitchell. Driving inside. Pass to Gabriel, right wing. Clock at 4. Here's Randolph. No good with the triple. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's tipped. Out to the wing. Hits it from three-point range.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
There's a screen. Here's Servetus. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Randolph can't hit. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
A shot by Randolph. Nobody around.
Too many missed opportunities. Their offense is not helping them tonight.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Servetus. Plays it up and banks it in. Servetus has got 5 now.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Will it go? That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Back to Wallace. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Gabriel. Six on the shot clock. No good off the front iron.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
It will not find the hoop. It's his 3rd miss. He has made 2. Here's Servetus. He's got 5. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Gabriel. There's a minute left in the first half. Count that one. Gabriel's got his first bucket in this one.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
They set the screen. Servetus, no good.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Out to the right wing. But Trey trains it from beyond the arc. He's got 9. From downtown, Gabriel with the rebound.
Here in the second quarter, he's been cold from distance. I think he may need to adjust his approach.
Oh! Can you believe that?
Turned up and turned out, throwing it down. Come on.
Here's Servetus. There's the pick. Looking to end the run. Gabriel with the rebound. From deep three-point land, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
.30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
I'm predicting a somewhat lopsided outcome, just saying. Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that.
Thank you for being with us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so here's the home team. Pass to Smilagic. Down low. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Ooh, a forceful finish from the big fella.
Well, with a player for that size, you'd think he'd make the highlight reel more often.
Yeah, you know, he just appears to lack an edge at times in this game. I mean, he can be too passive and reluctant on the court.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's the screen. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Jacks up a 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals and 13 tries.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Pass to Lloyd. The 3. The rebound by Brosdakis.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
He doesn't hit that one.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Miss number 7 from the field. He's also made 7. Pass to Lloyd. Fires the 3. And no good that time. Lloyd's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Three-pointer. Stolen. One-on-one here. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lloyd's got 7 points. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
He takes it in, and the basket is good. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. To the inside. Six to shoot. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Ulanovitz, and he goes in for the dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
To the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And one step ahead of the defense was that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Pass to Horn. .50 seconds left to play in the third. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Down low, Smiley. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. And he drives in.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
He dialed that one up from long distance. Serafitas has got 13.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
He gets it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Leading by 8. And while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. From deep three-point territory. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts. Outside Randolph. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Here's Zalgiris, drills it from outside. Zalgiris has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. And he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Swiped it away. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Driving the lane. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Smilagic. Out to the right wing. Lock at 6 to the wing right side. Zalgiris, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Lloyd. Fires for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And you can sense the urgency from them now. They were flat in that first half, but they've come out here in the second and been much more aggressive offensively.
Pass to Zalgiris. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Zalgiris has got 6 in the quarter. They set the pick. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Takes a 3, trains the three-pointer. Zalgiris has got 22.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this game.
Number 1, Wallace.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Takes it off the glass.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
The tray. That shot off. Here's Lloyd. Wallace covering. And the 3 ball is good. 21 points in the game.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
And he banks in the layup.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Pass to Brosdakis. Back to Wallace. Here's Lloyd. Here's the three. That's a miss, and with it, he is 5 for 9. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Lloyd.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
To the right side. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Number 31.
Here's Brosdakis. Drills the three-pointer. And it ends up out of bounds. Fires from way outside. Misses the shot. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like...
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Hall in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Howard. And the layup is good off the glass. For 3, and he buries his first look.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Three-pointer. Luau Cabarro, no good. Here he goes.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. The 3 is up. Brasdeikis with the rebound. About a minute into this first quarter. Fires the 3. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Looking to end the run. On target from range.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Yeah, the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Luau Cabarro. Just over a minute and a half in. Guarded by Howard. And they pick up 2. 7 points in the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Launches it. Buries it from 3.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Guarded by Howard. Fires for 3. Luau Cabarro with the rebound. Here we go. Here's Howard out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. That one's good. This game is all even.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The 3s keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
Guarded by Howard. Pass to Brasdeikis. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. That's tipped. 1:57 left in the first.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Guarded by Howard. Rebound by Hall.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. There's the drive, and he jams it home with authority.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Here's Brasdeikis. No made baskets yet. Puts up a 3. On target from range.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, he obviously came in ready to play, already hitting 4 of his first 5 shots.
To the wing, right side. Guarded by Howard. The three. Manecki with a rebound. 32 seconds left now in the first quarter. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And he dunks it down.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message. Here's Brasdeikis. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. They lead. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Here's Baldwin. And he lobs it up top. Here's Servetus. Shot clock at 5. Hits the three-pointer.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's Job. Pass to Forrest. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
The three ball. Baldwin with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the wing on the left. Check by Mitchell. And here's the fast break. Here's Servetus. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Servetus has got 5 points now this quarter. And he drives in. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Pass to Forrest. Here's Chop. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Here's Wallace. Here's Servetus. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Servetus has got 7.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Forrest. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. 3 on 3. Here's Wallace. Here's Servetus. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
To halt the run. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Forrest with a rebound. Here's Baldwin. Servetus with a rebound. A minute 42 left in the first half. Outside Mitchell. Lets it fly. And that one's good. Servetus. He's got 14.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
The three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. And the first one at the line is good.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and getting himself to the line.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Here's Baldwin. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Knocks down the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Servetus. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Servetus has got 19 points. Jop passes to Forrest. Down low. Here's Servetus. He's got 19. From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 22 points for him.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Puts up a deep 3. Can't hit that one. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 15. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Taking a look at the visitors, they're right around where we expected them to be at this point. Nothing to be ashamed of. They've had some great wins.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the home team.
They have...
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And it's Howard in at the point.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Brosdakis. Three-pointer, no good. Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Yep, that one goes.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Takes a 3. Smiling each grabs the board. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
There's Howard with the 3. No luck on that one.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Guarded by Howard. No good on the 3. The 3 is up. Smiling each grabs the board.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Guarded by Howard. Hits the trifecta. He's got 19.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
They get it back. Controls the rebound and the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Guarded by Howard. To the middle. Over to the left wing. There's the three. Brasdeikis, good. Brasdeikis has got his second bucket on the night.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
He rifled that one in from distance. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Smilagic.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Takes the three. Brasdeikis, good. Brasdeikis has got 8.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Fires from deep. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. And the three off target. There's the steal. Lets it fly. Luwawu Cabarrot with the rebound.
Well, that miss was caused by the defense. They were all over him.
Hall passes to Luwawu Cabarrot. Fires the three. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Guarded by Howard. The fadeaway. Luwawu Cabarrot with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Servetus, he's checked in for Brasdeikis. Howard's shot's good.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
3 points.
And there's a pick. Pass to Servetus. Guarded by Howard. 6 to shoot. Here's Servetus. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
19 seconds left in the third. Here's the three. Sinks the tray. Servetus has got 5 points in the quarter.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Pass to Forrest. For 3. Servetus with a rebound. Servetus has got 4 rebounds now. Here's the pick. Lets it go from deep. No good. And now 9 for 14 in the game. Pass to Baldwin from deep. He buries it from 3. Baldwin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Personal foul, first team foul.
First one falls.
The line for the home team, Francisco. Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
He drops it from range.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Away team foul. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Servitas. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And they're on the run. This one for 3. Baldwin's shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc. Servitas has got 30 points.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. 4-3. Howard grabs the miss.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And the 3-pointer goes. Howard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
And it's off from 3-point range. Pass to Servitas. And so they foul intentionally.
Number 17. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Knocks it down from distance.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. To the inside. Pass to Howard. Jacks up at 3. Servitas with a rebound. Servitas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple. Servitas has got 36 points.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Nails it from 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's stolen away. Picked it out of midair. We're going the other way.
Away team ball. Checking in for your home team, Brosdakis, Mitchell.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth. There's a screen. There's Howard with the 3. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp. Now here's Wallace. He's covered closely. From the arc. And that one's good. Servitas. Servitas has got 39.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
19 seconds left in the final quarter. from deep. The long distance three is buried. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A competitive game, you have to feel like this.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Luwawu, and it's Monecki in at the four-man position. Here's Forrest. Pass to Howard. All by himself. Jokic, he gets it in there.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Howard can't hit. Here's Lloyd. We're about 1 minute into the first. And the three off target. Outside Howard. Knocks down the three ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Lloyd. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Forrest. Pass to Hall. Here's Monecki. They set the pick. And Howard has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Howard's got 5. Howard's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Here's Lloyd. Here he goes. And he makes good on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here's Howard. He's got 5. A 3 ball. Buries it from 3-point range. Howard's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Howard's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Here's Lloyd. Pass to Horde. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. Good work there as it goes. 1:56 left here in the opening quarter. And here is Howard. 8 points for him. Lets it go with the 3. That one, no good. Here's Lloyd. There's the 3. Rebounded by Hall.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And Forrest gets it to go. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. So the wing on the left. Pass to Horde. Here's Lloyd. Launches it. Rebounded by Monecki.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Now here's Howard. He's tightly guarded. Here's the screen. Pass to Monecki. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Spins. Here's Horde. Over to the left wing. Jokibitis. He started by Howard. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Shot's good by Horde. Horde's got 5 now.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Leading by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter. And thanks Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
That one doesn't go. To the left wing. Randolph in the posts. Here's Gabriel. Off target from three-point range. Sedikurski's. They get it back. The shot, no good. Pass to Gabriel. Outside Randolph. Randolph a screen. Misses the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Baldwin can't get it to go. Left side Randolph. Launches a three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Pass to Jock. There's the pick. Right wing, lets the three fly, sinks the three-pointer.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Going inside. Sedikurski's. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Traps in the tray.
How about the laser focus on that jump shot? Pays no attention to the nearest defender.
Stolen. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 5 points in the game.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Here's Baldwin. For three. Hands it from downtown. Baldwin's gone 1 of 3 from three-point land.
2 minutes.
Pass to Gabriel. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Baldwin. No good on the three. Outside Randolph. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the second quarter. 5 to shoot from downtown. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
On Friday and then on Sunday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Stripped away. It's tipped, and it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
From deep, Randolph grabs the board. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. He's guarded by Howard. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime. Let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting. Some great players vying for a spot on the team. Who made your ballot, big fella?
Well, Ernie, that's personal.
Oh, come on. Who made your ballot?
You never asked someone who they voted for. Come on, Ernie, you know better than that.
Why are you being so secretive, Shaq? I mean, you trying to write yourself in again?
Listen, it's G14 classification. Snitches get stitches. Yes, I am.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cups to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharp shooting continues. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. From the arc, they grab their own miss. There's the screen from outside the arc. And so here's the home team. It's a three-point game. They've got Howard, and it's Hall in at the center, locking down the middle. Lloyd's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Luwabu's shot is off.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Pass to Horde. For the 3. Rebounded by Monecki. Monecki's got his 6th rebound on the night.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
It's good from long range.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Here's Lloyd. It's deflected.
The ball goes to the away team.
Lloyd's gone just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Shoots a 3. The shot, no good. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Lloyd can't hit.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Pass to Forrest. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Over to the wing. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Connects from three-point range. Lloyd's got 5.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Howard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
There's a good screen. And the layup's good off the glass. 7 points in the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
2 minutes remaining in the foul. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter of the game. Green for 2 points.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Pass to Lloyd. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Now, here's Howard. Takes the three, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Pass to Lloyd. Chalk up 2 there. Lloyd's got 8 here in the quarter.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Howard, the pass to Forrest. Back to Howard. Here's Luwawu. There's the pick. Shot clock at 5. 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now, here's Howard. He's got 13. No good with the elbow jumper. Pass to Hoare. Over to the left wing. Here's Lloyd. Got a piece of it. Howard with it. From beyond the arc and then some. Howard's got 16.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there? And what skill to knock it down?
Here's Lloyd. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. They're up by 6. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. It's rebounded by Jock.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion. You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Shoots. The quick look, no good that time.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Here's Baldwin. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Here's Baldwin. From past the arc. Randolph grabs the board. Baldwin's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. It's not going to go for him. Fires away from way outside. Gabriel with the rebound.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Tries the spin move. Pass to Randolph. Plenty of space. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Baldwin kicks to Jop. Shoots the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
The three. That one, no good.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Second chance shot. The shot, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Pass to Gabriel.
2 minutes.
A three-pointer, no good.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Launches from deep. No good on that one. There's a minute 34 left in the game. Stolen away. From deep three-point territory. They get the rebound. Out left to the wing. Pass to Baldwin. This one for three. Drills it from outside.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Swiped away. Fires from way outside. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Three-pointer. And it's Ford missing. Whoops, they pick off the pass. The three. No good that time. From deep three-point territory. And that one is off. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they...
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Ali LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Lloyd can't get it to go. There's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
They set the pick. There's the triple. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Driving in. Damn, that one's good. We played just over a minute here in the first. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple. 6 points for him.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
Puts up a deep three. From beyond the arc and then some.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Clock at 6. Jokic using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pass to Smilagic. The three is up. Second chance shot. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Lloyd, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Pass to Smilagic. Lets the three fly. No good there.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Ah, nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. There's a screen. Gets the three ball to go.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Foul. First team foul.
Pass to Horde. Launches a three. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. .51 seconds left in the first quarter here. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. 6 points for him.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Fires the three. Pure from three-point range.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's Lloyd. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
He's 3 or 4 now, looking real confident out the gate.
Pass to Smilagic. Three-pointer. Can't get it to drop. 3 seconds left. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Leading by 9. And back in a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
The three. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
Fires the three. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Servetus. Drills it from deep. Servetus has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
We talk about the importance of shooting while in rhythm. He feels confident doing this from downtown on the break.
Watch by Wallace. They set a pick. Pass to Gabriel. 6 on the shot clock. And he bangs it home with with one hand.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And here's Wallace. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting for the away team. Wallace.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Gabriel. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Gabriel's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Servetus. Counted from distance. Servetus has got 6.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Mitchell, the pass to Servetus. Fires from the wing. Good. He hits the jumper. Servetus has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Yes, it's good.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Wallace, the pass to Servetus. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. 11 points in the game.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Kept alive. They swipe it. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. It's deflected. Puts up a 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. Watch by Wallace. 4-3. Mitchell grabs a miss.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Servetus. Offline with a 3. Watch by Wallace. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Randolph. Shot clock at 6. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Servetus. 11 points in the game.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
Oh, there's the alley. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Servetus sinks it from distance. Servetus has got 14 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Up by 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Taking a look at the visitors, a tall order for them in this one, looking to steal a win from a very good team. On paper...
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the visiting team.
I've got to admit.
Appreciate you joining us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Pass to Brasdeikis. And he goes in for the dunk.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Horde. Shot clock at 3. Off target from outside.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
About a minute played here in the second half. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Second personal foul.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Here's Lloyd. Gets the 3 to fall. Lloyd's got 12 points in the game.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Takes the 3. That won't go. He's 5 for 12 now. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Horde's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Lloyd. 12 points for him. The 15-footer. He can't get it to go.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here's Smilagic. It's intercepted. It's stolen. Out left to the wing. Drops in the 3. He's got 21.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
Here's Lloyd. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. From the high post. Shot's no good. Made 4, he's missed 4 now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Tipped. They recover it.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The 3 is up. Doesn't go that time. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Horde. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Horde's got 5 now.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Out to the wing. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Pass to Smilagic. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown. Smilagic got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Lloyd. Here's the 3. That shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
41 seconds left in the third. Can't hit from the corner. for three. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
This is his second three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Driving inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And he drops a first. Servidis, he's checked in for Brazdakis.
Francisco at the line for 2.
And so he makes both from the line. So it's the home team now. It's a 14-point game. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Gabriel. There's the triple. The shot won't fall. Here's Servidis. And that one's on target from the wing. Servidis has got 16 points.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And here at the end of the third. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. 6 to shoot. Shoots. Mitchell grabs a miss.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Fires the 3, and that one's good. Servidis has got 19 points.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
From deep. And counted. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Uses the glass on the layup.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
From outside the arc. Second shot opportunity. Can't hit from in close.
That's just a bucket look you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Five on the clock. Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. And that's a double-double for him now.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Three-pointer. That one no good. He shoots. The quick look, no good that time.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Here's Randolph. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen away. From behind the arc. Servidis misses. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Smiling each grabs the board. And And you think about that prize money for the NBA Cup, RJ. It's expected to increase quite a bit.
These new media rights got this money pumping. I wish I was 10 years younger. Okay, maybe 15.
Fires in the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Oh, got that one up quick. Servidis has got 30.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's Servidis. No good on the triple. Pass to Gabriel. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Servidis. Puts it up. Buries the jump shot. Pass to Gabriel. Fires from deep. The shot misses. 20 seconds left in the game. Poke loose, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
15 seconds left in the final quarter. Clock at 6. Fires away from way outside. That shot off. And the ball goes out of play following the shot.
Away team ball.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one to walk into enemy territory and deliver.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Howard. Lets it go from deep. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
He's guarded by Howard. Count that bucket. About 1 minute into the first quarter. They get it back. Pass to Forrest. Now here's Howard. Defense right on him. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake.
Just a bit of a rut here early. Just 1 of 4 so far.
Driving in, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
There's a screen to the inside. No good with the layup.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
Oh man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Takes it inside. Here's Llewellyn. Pass to Hall. The reverse. The rebound by Brosdakis. To the wing on the left. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Smilagic.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Here's Luwawu, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Good on the three-point shot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Howard can't hit.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Forrest. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
You'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And here is Howard. Jacks up a three. Does not score again. That's his fourth miss against one make.
His shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Pass to Smilagic. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Hall. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Forrest. Buries it down low. Forrest has got 7 points.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
First personal foul, second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Servetus. They set the pick. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Leading by 6. And the second. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Wasted no time on that one.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the deep.
Wallace outside. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
They set the pick. Here's Servetus. Misses, and he wants that one back.
If he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul, first team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Your home team, Euroleague. 2 shots.
He's off on the second. It's stolen. Here's Baldwin. Wallace covering. Baldwin can't get it to go.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Out to the right wing. Wallace covering. 6 to shoot. Rebound by Mitchell. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Servetus. He has yet to score. It's deflected. Here we go, one-on-one. Sedekirski's. Servetus grabs the miss.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
When you look at this visiting team, they've been sinking on this list to start out the year. Not what they or really anyone else expected, but that's why you play the game. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Kept alive, out to Wallace. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Wallace has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. The NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx of talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Stolen by Mitchell. And here's the fast break. Launches the three. Hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Rebound by Mitchell.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. No, he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Servetus. Shot clock at 6. They set the screen.
A struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Launches it, and he's good on the 3-ball. 6 points for him.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Servetus. Lets it go with a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Servetus has got 6.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Servetus. 6 points for him. Back to Mitchell. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on. Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
when you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. They lead by 18. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
I couldn't tell the difference between their second unit and the first. That's how top to bottom together they've been, man.
Yeah,
Next up, that'll do it for our show.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. They've got Luwawu, and it's Howard in at the point guard. Here's Servetus. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Monecki.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Howard misses. Howard's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. They've got Howard, and it's Luwawu in at the small forward. Here's Servetus. 6 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to end his cold spell. Rebounded by Monecki. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Puts up a deep 3. Howard's shot is good. Howard's got 5.
Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
Howard down with both hands.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
From downtown, Monecki misses. Monecki's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Foul. First team foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
They're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Howard, good.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Brasdeikis. Here's the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Howard. Takes the 3. He's off on that one.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Great positioning on the putback.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Pass to Brasdeikis. He's guarded by Howard. Nine feet out. That's down the hash. Knocks 1 more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Hall. Here's Luwawu. Off target from outside. He's guarded by Howard.
Come get it, come get it.
.127 left to play in the third, and they pick up 2.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking
at the rim.
Sinks the triple. Howard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And they're pushing it up. The three. And no good. 54 seconds left in the third. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. 26 points for him.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
The tray drains the three-pointer.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First free throw is good.
Francisco taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 19 seconds left to play in the third. Shoots the three. He can't get that one to fall. To the wing right side. From the arc. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Leading. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Sedekursky's first three-pointer is off the mark. Pass to Servetus. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Launches a three. The shot missing. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Fires the three. Good on the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Out to the right wing. Ulanovas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Right wing. Servetus passes to Smilagic. There's the three. It's rebounded by Jop. Jop's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Baldwin. Jacks up a three. No good on that one. And here comes the break. Here's Servetus. It's tipped. Sinks that one from the post. 30 points in the game.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Smilagic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the three. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. drains it from beyond the arc.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
They set the pick. Here's Servidis. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Sedikurski's wall is covering. To the right side. Forrest passes to Baldwin. From outside, off the mark. Baldwin's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20% to the left side wing. Servidis drills it from outside.
Servidis.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Jop. Sedikurski's, and he's good on the three ball. There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's the screen. Here's Servidis, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Fires from way outside. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were
everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Jokic, guarded by Howard. Out to the right wing. Here's Lloyd, 5 to shoot. They set the pick. Shoots a fadeaway. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Now here's Howard. The D's right on him. Buries it from 3.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Ball stolen. In transition. Here's Luau Cabarro. From the arc. That shot off the mark. Here's Lloyd. Picked his pocket. Here we go, all alone. He drops it from range. He has 6.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
So he gets them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. The offensive rebound. He's off on that one. He takes it in. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does. Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
It's scooped up. Pass to Luau Cabarro to the left wing. Now here's Howard. Defense right on him. Just 3 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. No luck on that one. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Lloyd. And the 3-pointer goes. Lloyd's got 7 points.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Luau Cabarro passes to Howard. There's a screen. The 3. Sinks the tray. He's got 6.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Here's Lloyd. He's got 7. To the middle. And there's a 3-second violation. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. They're having a little bit of trouble right now, hanging in the middle of the league.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they've gotten into a slump. The season has not gone as planned. You get the sense that they're discouraged and they can't find any answers.
Pass to Baldwin. They set the screen. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Here's Gabriel. Here's Lloyd. From downtown. Jokic. The long distance 3 is buried.
And just a beautiful looking shot from long range.
Here's Baldwin. Fires for 3. The rebound by Horde. Here's Lloyd. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. And so lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Leading by 3. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys. That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
No good from outside. Down low. And that one is hammered home.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind them taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And they're running. Here's Baldwin. Hits the trifecta. Baldwin's got his first 3 points of the game.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Unloads. And the first shot of the night for him. Missing. Launches a 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
And there's the screen. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
To the inside. To stop the run. And the layup is up and in.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The three is up. That's no good. He's 0 for 4.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Right wing. Knocks down the triple. 7 points in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Lets it go from deep. Gets the three to fall.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
In transition, here they come. To the left side wing. Forrest can't hit. Here's Randolph. Takes a three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And they're pushing it up. Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
I just love the ball movement.
Randolph. To the paint. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Baldwin. It's 2-on-1. Here's Forrest. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Randolph. To the wing on the left. Forrest with a rebound. This one for three. Sinks it from distance.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Randolph. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Howard. And the first half now in the books. Up by 12. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
22.
Their bench came in ready to play. As a starter, that gives you confidence when you have to come off the floor.
Yeah, you know they notice.
And looking ahead, thanks for joining us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And it's Howard in at the point guard position. Here's Lloyd. Manecki with a rebound. Manecki's got 5 rebounds in the game, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
All passes to Luwawu-Cabarrot. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's Lloyd. There's the 3. Rebound by Hall.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Elbow shot. Lenecki can't hit. Here's Horde, guarded by Howard. Ooh, Howard with a block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Lloyd. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Lloyd's got 9.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
There's Howard with the 3. Offensive board. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Down low.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Out to the right wing. There's the screen. Here's Horde. Here's Gabriel. And he slams it in one-handed.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Fires from way outside. Let's go with a 3. That one doesn't drop. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Lloyd can't get it to go.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. First one falls for him. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. They can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Lenecki's got his second basket on the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Horde. Rebound by Hall. Hall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. From deep three-point land. Pass to Howard. No good on the 3.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's Horde. Spins. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Reliable approach, getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
And this is where they've struggled.
Yeah, the half court has not been kind to them. Let's see what they run.
Here's Lenecki. He's got 5. Puts up a deep 3. Out to the wing. Now here is Howard. He has 6. Pass to Lenecki. Howard with the ball. Fires away from way outside. The shot no good.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
To the middle. Tipped. Goes back up. Count it. Horde's got his first basket. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Now here is Howard. He's closely guarded. Just 5 to shoot from deep three-point range. Doesn't go for him. And as As we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 13. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at
it. Here's Forrest. Oh, it's stolen. To the left side wing. The three ball. Sends it home from three-point land.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Going inside. The shot, no good. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. The shot comes out. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Fires from way outside. No good.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. Over to the wing. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Launches it from deep. Baldwin's shot is off.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Throws it up high. Pass to Forrest. Hey, from beyond the arc. Pure from three-point range. Forrest has gotten himself on the board with a three there. Jacks up a three. Forrest with a rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Fires away from way outside. They grab their own miss. From outside, off the mark. Fires for three. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
From deep three-point land. Baldwin's shot is off. Oh, ripped away. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And there's a pick. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago. Oh, man, check out the handle. I didn't know he had that in his game.
Three-pointer. Rebounded by Gabriel. 1:16 left in the fourth. Pass to Horde to the right side. Lets the three fly and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Out to the right wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
Here's Baldwin. He buries it from three.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A deep three. That shot missing. Releases. Fires from way outside. And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or the